Well, good morning. Welcome to Living Prayer, the devotional. Today we're going to be in Psalm 31. And recently I read a social media post about Churchill, Manitoba, Canada. In Churchill, there is an estimated population of 900 polar bears and an estimated human population of 900 people. When the ice nearby melts in the warmer months, Churchill is known for frequent polar bear visits. And at one point in the history of Churchill, there was actually a law requiring residents to not lock their vehicle doors. Even today, it's common knowledge that polar bears may enter the community at any time, and those who need to seek refuge from a polar bear can use any vehicle in the community, because most people will leave them unlocked just for this purpose. So thanks to this practice in this small town in Manitoba, they have not had a bear-related fatality since the early 1980s. And it's all because of this policy of refuge. In Psalm 31, David begins with this declaration: "In you, Lord, I have taken refuge. Deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me and be my rock of refuge." He calls for a quick rescue, asking God to be his refuge, a strong, protective, immovable shelter. David might not have needed refuge from a polar bear because he lived in the desert, but he did need God to deliver him from the hands of his enemies like King Saul, one who is actively pursuing the destruction of David's life. He goes on to ask God for his guidance, and he prays that God would lead him. And get this, not for David's own namesake, but for the glory of God. He asks God to deliver him from the trap of his enemies, the ones that they've set for him, and the wisdom to discern the will of God in the midst of this current trial. Surely God is our refuge. Say that out loud. God is our refuge. He has also given us another place of refuge in this world, a place that shares a part of the name of that small community in Canada that we talked about earlier. It's called the church. Now, in Tulsa, it is unlikely that you would come face to face with the danger of a polar bear. But there are many things in this world and in this city that tests us, many trials that come against us, many injustices that we witness and bear. And the church is called to be a community where the doors of refuge are always unlocked, a place where God's people stand ready to welcome the lost, the hurting, and the broken into the refuge of God. A place where we make provision for one another's refuge and safety. David ends the psalm with another declaration. It's one of surrender, one that is echoed almost 1,000 years later by Jesus on the cross. He says these words: "Into your hands I commit my spirit. Deliver me, Lord, my faithful God." And I can tell you today that there is no better move that you can make than to commit your spirit into the hands of a loving and faithful God. Our God is dependable. Our God is stable and true, unlike all the dangers that David faced and the dangers of our world. So let's be people who pray prayers of surrender, people who entrust our lives to a God who loved us so much that he sent his son Jesus so that we might experience the eternal refuge and relationship with God and eternal life with him in heaven.